for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
And this was something I was scrolling through the YouTube, and Tim Pool had covered this story. And it came out in Daily Mail on February the 5th, 2024 by Rachel Bowman. And what you're looking at is a picture of these goggles that's called Apple Vision. And they cost $3,500, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure that there were people that were lined up.
Yeah, there seemed to be. I mean, people are already posting about it on TikTok, so...
And so...
It's all over there. People are freaking out. Some of them are like, why are these a thing? Why do they cost so much?
Well, it's new tech, and it's Apple. Anytime that you put the label of Apple on something, it's going to jack the price up because they can.
It's bougie
Yeah.
VR glasses.
Yeah, that you're supposed to be able to wear anywhere. And so, this...
What do you mean anywhere?
This young man that is now pictured had supposedly filmed himself wearing these while driving a Tesla and then getting pulled over. Now, he later said that that really was just a skit. Now, was it? Or was it just that he got backlash that people were saying, that was a really dumb thing to do? So we don't know, because we are in an augmented reality without goggles, and we didn't have to pay $3,500.
Truly. Like, that is so real.
And
It is scary.
And it's really just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Apple has said that the website explicitly prohibits using the headset while driving. Now, how are they going to enforce that? All that does is protect them legally from getting sued if somebody is a dumbass.
Yeah. That's the only thing. But that's barely keeping them from a lawsuit. Because already...
You cannot prevent people from hurting themselves or misusing a product. Any product.
Nope.
And when somebody is a dumbass or their child is a dumbass, they don't want to accept responsibility. They don't want to own the fact that this person made a really stupid choice. And then they want to blame someone else for such whatever it is. And a lot of this litigation, I mean, if it truly is a product that they had something that was harmful or whatever, okay, then that needs litigation. But as far as a lot of this stuff, no. And the courts should throw this shit out. I mean, they should have done that years ago. At this point, it's gotten so ridiculous, and that's why everything is so expensive, is because that you've got this herd of lawyers just standing and waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you can't prevent stupid.
No, you can't. But everybody wants money, so they're going to try to leech those stupid people.
And again, with the $3,500.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly this thing is that the screen on it, it's sort of like sunglasses or something like that. And then if you're doing some kind of VR type interaction, then that's when the glass goes dark to where you're immersed into the VR experience. But as far as being able to, and Tim Pool in his video, he's talking about these people tapping the air because apparently that's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people gonna look at you funny.
Very much.
If you've got something like this on your head, they're gonna look at you funny.
But they ain't gonna look at you. Now they're gonna laugh a bit. but they ain't gonna look at you like a dumbass if you have it in your home.
Right. Do the stupid in the privacy of your own home, folks.
Yeah.
We try to do that.
It doesn't even have those little things that go on your hand.
Right.
Those controllers.
Right.
So you really do just look like you're touching nothing. It looks like, I don't know, you're having hallucinations and you're trying to touch shit out there.
Yes. Now, it's one thing to pull up next to somebody that's playing air guitar or air drums. We've all done it. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't, why have you not? Because that's just fun. That's just getting into the music and, you know, that type thing. But to have this contraption strapped to your face and then go out in public like this.
It's just a whole lot of...
That's like the picture of this one dude that I've got here, and I didn't show this to you. This one may be the one that was in London, and they said that he was walking across the street, that he was walking his virtual dog. So that's somebody that's got a, you know, tenuous grasp on reality to begin with.
Yeah, if they're doing that on the street. On the street. When have people become so dissatisfied with life that they just want to disassociate from reality while in it, living it?
Right. That's a good question. And it's like, then this other picture that we've got here is this kid on the subway with this device on. And it's like, here these people are all around him. And that's a big, huge no. Mm-hmm. Because situational awareness, especially in today's world.
Yeah.
That was like, today, kid and I, you know, he had a dental appointment. And as we were driving, there was this kid that was there near the high school. And he had a pair of headphones on and he's on a bicycle. And I told my kid, I said, no.
See, I can't see that. I tried that. I tried to put like earbuds in. I can't do that. It freaks me out.
Yes, it should. Because that
like it causes me sensory issues. Like that's just like,
Yes, because you are in a situation where you need all your senses around you and you're taking one of them away. Now, kid on the bicycle, what if somebody in a car is doing something stupid? Then I have to sit there as a driver going, got a kid that's got headphones on, so he's already, you know, a little bit compromised. What if he randomly pulls out, you know, rolls out in front of me?
Right.
So these are signs to look out for, and they're everywhere.
Now, I get it. If you're walking, you want to put your headphones on. That's if you're walking.
Yeah, but even then,
you have to have at least one ear open.
You never know what's around you.
Yeah.
Always be, and that is the martial arts training. That's the other training that I've gone through for years. Always be aware of your surroundings. And it's just, we have these senses for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's not like just be twitchy all the time, being like, oh shit, everybody.
Well, no, I mean, you know, and it's like those of us
but
with
just have some
PTSD
sense
or like
about
that.
It. Have some situational awareness. Read the room.
Very much so, especially if you don't know who's in the room with you, and that room can be a department store or, you know, roadway or anything like that.
Yep.
And it's just, and not only that, these people look like dorks. I mean, honestly, that is not a good look. Now, Apple, you all could have done better than that. Y'all could have made that where it's a better looking design. This looks like something out of a Mad Max dystopian nightmare. I told Kid, I said that would be the same thing if I went. I call it it's a face squid, a CPAP. It's like I'm gonna go out, tubes and everything.
Yep.
The whole Darth Vader thing. Luke, I am not your father.
Whoa.
You know, I mean, shit. If we're going to do this, let's just go full blown with it. Oh, God help. It's just high strangeness. That's exactly what Robert Phoenix had said. High strangeness.
High strangeness indeed. It's just like, now in defense of those goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe if you put a hat on, maybe it would look better. But
maybe at a rave. Maybe if you had one of those Mad Hatter oversized hats and were at a rave, that look might work.
Now, if it had some, like... If it looked like almost like a half thing of... Oh, God, what was his name? It was from the music group. They were synth. They were all MIDI and synth and just techno. It was...
Devo?
No! That's because we... 80s new wave. No, I'm thinking of... Oh, God, they're everywhere. Harder, better, faster, stronger. That one, dude.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Yes. Like, almost something like that. That would have been cool. Now, I could see... That would have been, like, a cool thing for Apple to do as far as a VR thing.
Uh-huh.
Why did not... They got the tech. They got the money. They got the budget. Why not do
They don't have the fashion and they don't have the style. That's why.
It just looks so bad.
It looks really, really, really bad. And I'm...
Like,
it's
when
not
you're...
like I'm a fashionista.
When you would rather wear a old Oculus versus that thing, there's an issue.
Let me tell you something. I have seen people in welding goggles that, damn, they looked cool. This don't look cool.
No.
You can get some of those neat little welding goggles that you can actually, as far as an eclipse, and that's one thing on April the 8th, it is a full solar eclipse.
They look like they need a snowboard.
That it looks like steampunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this...
It looks like they need to be on a snowboard. They need to be on like a skiing flyer or something like that.
Not the back side of that. I mean,
like
that
I said, with the
headgear that's 5 inches wide there on the back. Why? Maybe there's wiring or something back there. I don't know, but there is just no way.
5 inches wide on the back? I didn't see the back side. Mm-hmm. I only saw the front.
No.
Is it plugged up to something?
There are wires that come down from it. So I don't know if it's got like a battery pack or something. Dude that's walking his invisible dog has a cable that's coming down and apparently is going into his pocket. So I'm sure that it's got some kind of, battery attachment or something there.
He's got it plugged up to a damn external battery to make sure that thing is fully charged at all times.
Possibly. Because God forbid that he actually see the real world. Let's see that kid on the subway or whatever. Somebody could assault him, and you talk about just not seeing anything coming.
Blindsided. Completely
totally blindsided. And they were talking about that the Simpsons had actually predicted this years ago.
They've predicted a lot of stuff.
Yeah. 2016.
2016? Wait, how many years ago was that at this point? That's a lot of years.
Yeah.
It
was 8.
Of course, then again, did you see the one that with Trump down the escalators?
No.
It was the exact same thing.
I don't know.
It happened in real life, I swear.
Yeah, well,
real life
I have
episode
no
of
doubt.
Simpsons.
There's been quite a few things that people are saying.
Is
on
it
that.
life imitates art, or is it art imitates reality?
I don't know. But they were talking about that in The Simpsons, as far as everybody in the town wearing the virtual reality, headsets and stuff like that, that they were walking into lampposts, falling into potholes, all this stuff. Instead of actually interacting with each other, they were virtually interacting.
That's
horrifying.
Yeah.
Especially when there was also an article in the Daily Mail today that was talking about different states as far, I think it was over there in Portland or someplace. That side of the country, that might as well be a different planet. It, honest to God, might just totally different. That there was a loneliness epidemic. Well, hell, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this shit is not going to make it better.
That is true.
And it's like, actually, Virginia was down on the list, and it's like, it's because people live in the mountains. We're resigned to our fates. In a lot of ways, we are.
Yep.
And it's interesting because I had the opportunity today to speak to a gentleman that was from New York. He was coming out of the dentist thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just sort of standing there. And then I don't know what happened. He finally realized that I was sitting there in the car. And he's like, oh, it sort of startled him. That he's like, oh, there's a people. And I just laughed. I said, you're all right. I said, did you ride? If you got a ride to go wherever. And he's like, yeah. And to just interact with this gentleman and to sit there and say, what are you doing down here?
He must have just got... He went in as I was, like, sitting down waiting. Mm-hmm. So he must have went out while I was, like, in the back.
Probably. And he said that he has a son and lives in Bristol. And what concerned me was he was talking about how bad Bristol is getting. Now, this is a man that's from New York.
Mm-hmm. So he knows bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he got out of New York.
Yeah, that's why he got out of New York. And as far as some of the kids in this area and stuff, they want to play thug life and stuff. And he's like, no, they don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
And he's like, I would like to help these kids. And I encourage you. And I said, God's got a calling on your life. I said, it's best if you listen to him. And to tell him that the world needs strong male role models. Mm-hmm. And they do.
They do.
Especially the ones that have walked a broken road. And the thing is, he was able to see what was going on. And he wants to make a difference. And maybe God put me there to encourage him.
Maybe.
These people with these things on their heads, they trying to hide from reality. That is not going to work well.
No. No.
And honestly...
You can't run. You can't hide from God.
No. But I wonder if these things are not going to physically screw up people's vision. Our eyes are designed for a specific way.
This is going to...
We are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yeah. It's going to completely mess up people's vision left and right. It's like... It's going to cause astigmatisms, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like nearsightedness.
Uh-huh.
So that you can basically only see that... basically inch away.
Yeah, the tech is not there yet. And my God, like I said, the style is... Damn, Apple. Y'all could have done better than that.
Elon Musk has the brain implants.
Well, yeah, and actually we didn't cover the story on that. There was the first human trial of the brain implants of Elon Musk there a few days back. And you've got people that's for it and people that's against it. But it's like this. If it gives somebody that is a paraplegic or a quadriplegic another opportunity to interact with the world in a different way, let them try. Yep. Yeah, that's one of those, you can't sit back and armchair quarterback somebody else's life and their journey. and to sit there and go, no, you've got to continue to suffer. You know, I don't get that.
I don't get it either. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Like, for real, my question still stands. Why do people want to disassociate from this reality rather than making this reality better?
Right. Nobody's expecting. There are very few that can change vast things, but everybody can change small things.
Yeah.
Everybody can be kind, or share a smile, or a joke, or encouragement. That's something everyone can do.
Smile at a stranger.
Yeah.
Don't give them that weird, creepy grin.
I enjoyed speaking to this man. And I knew more of what he was talking about him than he ever dared dream that I knew. And that didn't take a psychic. It was a matter of life journey.
Yeah.
And he's talking about people calling as far as his name, and it's like they think that they know him and this and that and the other. And I just, and I wasn't sure how, as far as addressing people. And I looked at him, I said, I simply would call you sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it just was different, and to explain to him as far as Appalachian culture that we're different. And he was talking about, he said, Mima, what is a mema or Mimo? He's like, we didn't have, and I thought,
they got a complete.
how sad that they don't have mamas up there.
They got grandmothers. They got. I don't know what they got.
I don't either.
It's a completely different
It is.
dialect up there, or what's the word?
Well, it's a totally different lifestyle.
The way that they speak is completely different than us down here.
Yeah. And I explained it. I said, he was talking about casseroles. He said, I'm from New York. I cannot deal with casseroles. I said, I laughed. and I told him, I said, well, you've got to realize one of the things about Appalachian culture is you're dealing with poverty. Mm-hmm. And so casseroles and different things like that, those are made with things that can be done quickly for people who have very little time and very little energy. And it is a good way you don't waste food.
Mm-mm. You don't.
And
really
so, don't. But hopefully he will understand. And I've prayed for him that he will come here and he will make a difference.
I hope he does.
Because, like I said, he's able to see. Mm-hmm. He's not hiding. So, kid, final thoughts on Apple's new monstrosity?
Oh, keep it inside. Keep it in the house. Don't keep it on for hours.
Don't be walking around in public with this stuff. The tech is not there yet, but the breakdown in society certainly is. Situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Yeah. Yep.
So, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and that'll be there in the description box, as will the link to the article. Yeah. And it's like, if their whole purpose with these goggles was to become a meme, congratulations, you are successful.
You are meme worthy. You are now in memeology. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, most of all, subscribe. Yep. Thank you all. Have a good.
Know that you are loved. Mm-hmm. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.